When the scratch coat is dried, you'll need to mix a batch of mortar using the same mixture you used for the scratch coat, 1 part Portland cement to 2 parts sand, or an equivalent premix. Before you apply any of the stone, lay out a couple of boxes in front of your project. This will give you a sense for the variety of shapes and colors you'll be working with. Arrange these pieces so they fit together and look nice next to each other, and avoid clumping colors together all in one area. Install the corners first and work toward the center of the wall. Be sure to alternate long and short returns on the corner pieces. Whenever possible, work from the top down to prevent cement from dripping on the stones beneath. That is, unless you'll be working with one of our dry stackable patterns, which are designed to be laid from the bottom up. There are no joints or gaps between these pieces of stone. Each piece stacks directly on top of the piece below and tightly against the piece next to it. Be sure to check your work often with a level. If you'll be working with one of these dry stackable patterns, Boulder Creek recommends you mix your mortar with a latex bonding agent available from your supplier. Be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions when using the bonding agent. These stones should be laid in rows of pieces with the same height, so that when you start each new row, you should have a flat, level surface to work with. Be sure you have full coverage when the stone is set in place. With some patterns, it's a good idea to lightly etch guidelines into the scratch coat using a level and a pencil. If the scratch coat becomes very dry in hot conditions, mist the scratch coat until it has a wet look. To lay the stone, use a trowel to spread about a ½ inch layer of mortar on the back of the stone. Lay the stone against the wall, press, and shake it gently into place. In some cases, it will be necessary to cut the stone. Any power saw with a masonry blade will work. This cutting will be very dusty, so be sure to wear safety glasses and a dust mask and do all cutting outdoors. It's always a good idea to size the stone before you apply any mortar, just to make sure it will fit properly and look good next to the other pieces. If you're working with an irregular stone pattern like split face or river rock, you don't need to work with guidelines, but you will have to rotate the pieces around until you find the best fit. Boulder Creek offers a variety of accessories to accent your stone. Chisel face and flat sills should be applied last. Leave a small gap, about 1/2 to 3/8 of an inch, between the sill pieces. These are heavier than regular stone pieces, so you should prop them up to keep them from sliding down using a stone or a wood shim. Boulder Creek also offers light boxes and outlet boxes. These should be applied before you lay anything next to them. You can use a small level to make sure it's positioned correctly. Keystones are much heavier than regular stone pieces, so you'll have to hold it in place for a while until the mortar holds. Again, you can use a small level to make sure it's positioned correctly while you hold it in place. Visit our website at www.bouldercreekstone.com or check our brochure for a full list of our accessories.